Hey everyone, it's me Brian with Destructive Gaming. I have a list for you today of the 7 games coming in July of 2021. There's not much else to say besides that, so let's just jump right into the list here. First up on the list, we have Lost at Sea from developer Studio Fizbin, coming out July 15th, 2021. It's going to come out for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and also PC. In this game, you are a person reliving your life on an island. You get to the island via a boat, and it seems like it's almost like a dreamlike game. I don't know if you're at the end of your life or what's going on exactly, but it seems like there are these dark monsters that may be like your bad memories of your life that you kind of got to run away from. And as you can see here, the art style looks amazing. It looks like it has really good music, really calming music. I think this is going to be like a really nice game just to turn on, play for a while, kind of explore the depths maybe of somebody's, consciousness or their life. That's what it seems like it's going to be. It does say here that each biome is like an important part of your life. So I think this would be really fun. If the story holds up and goes to the end, it doesn't get kind of, drawn out or boring. I think this game should be kind of a sleeper hit, so maybe keep an eye out for this one. And next up on the list, we have F1 2021. This is another installment in the F1 racing series by Codemasters. It's the first one published under EA Sports in a while. Seems like this time they're going to focus on the story. They're calling it Breaking Point. The Breaking Point is also based on a Netflix docuseries called Formula One Drive to Survive. I've never seen it, so I guess I will probably experience it in the video game form because I probably won't ever watch it. So if you're really into F1, it seems like this is going to be a pretty good game. I know last year's game was kind of a letdown, some people were saying on the internet. I personally didn't play it myself, so I can't say. Seems like this year they're going to go all in with the content. They're going to have a bunch of more teams you can select and drivers and a story mode. So hopefully this one will be well received by the fans and everybody can enjoy a new racing game. And this is a game I'm looking forward to, coming out on July 16th, and that is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. So this is one of the very few Zelda games I've never actually beaten. I haven't even really played it that much. When it first came out for the Wii, I wasn't too impressed with the motion controls. I really wanted to see the story. It's a really interesting story. It's the beginning of the whole entire Zelda franchise or storyline, as far as I can tell from the trailers, because like I said, I've never played it through myself. But when I was playing it back on the Wii, it didn't feel good to me, even though that the fighting has certain ways you have to hit enemies. You have to slice, down or vertically or horizontally certain ways. Other times you have to block with your shield to get an opening. So it's not like you can just jiggle your Wii remote to get it to go. I did not like motion controls in a Zelda game. So I am looking forward to getting to play this game on the Switch. Obviously, I will not be playing with the motion controls. I will be trying out the stick controls. I'm really hoping I can play it well with the stick control and that I enjoy it, because I'm really looking forward to seeing the story of this game. So like I said, this is one that I will be looking forward to coming out on July 16th. Next up on the list, we have another story-like game called Last Stop. Last Stop is coming to the PlayStation 5, Xbox, PS4, Switch, and PC on July 22nd, 2021. Last Stop is kind of like a Telltale type game where you have to make decisions on what you say, and you play like little mini games or QTE events, it seems like, to get through certain cutscene events. The developer describes it as a single-player, third-person narrative adventure game set in present-day London. You play as 3 separate characters whose worlds collide in the midst of a supernatural crisis. Throughout the story, you're going to kind of see how fate connects all of these strangers and how their stories all intertwine in one. On the game's website, it also says that they have composer Lyndon Holland, who won a BAFTA award, so the soundtrack should be pretty good. So as another story game on this list, I'm kind of hoping that this story will also hold up. Hopefully it won't get really weird at the end and not be able to understand it. Sometimes supernatural games get that way where the story is so out there you don't even know what's going on. Hopefully this one will hold up, it will stay interesting, and we will see when it comes out, July 22nd, 2021. Next up on the list, we have Tribes of Midgard from Norsefell, coming out July 27th, 2021. Tribes of Midgard seems kind of like a Diablo type game, kind of in the vein of Valheim. I don't know if any of you got into Valheim when it came out. It was like a huge game that just blew up. I got into it myself. It was It was a pretty tough game, and it seems like this game is going to kind of copy it. The art style seems a lot brighter, looks really interesting, looks almost like an anime or even a like manga comic book. So what you do, it seems like you build up a city with a tribe. You can have up to 10 players at a time in your server or your realm, whatever you want to call it. So then what you do every night is there's like a siege on your town because you're trying to protect the seed or like the tree from these giants that are coming. The giants seem like really cool boss fights, or like, you know, maybe mini boss, even though they're not very many. They seem like really cool, like raid fights. Seems like you need quite a bit of people to take them down, and that's where you get like your epic loot drops or stuff like that, or your rare loot to equip your Viking or your person with new armor and upgraded armor. Seems like there's a lot of customizing, so no two characters will look too similar. So I am looking forward to this one. It is on the cheaper side. It is considered an indie game, so it's not going to be full price, and hopefully that will draw a huge community to it, not being a full price game, so everybody, you know, doesn't have to pay the big bucks just to start playing it. So once again, Tribes of Midgard is coming out July 27th, 2021. Next up, we have Chernobyl Light coming from The Farm 51. And this game has been in early access for a bit, but it's finally coming out of early access on July 28th. On PlayStation 5, Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC. Chernobyl Light is an RPG survival horror type game, so I don't know too much about this game. I know, like I said, it was in early access. It is not going to be a full price game. Once again, it's going to be a $30 game. It seems like it's a pretty cool game. It seems like you kind of like build a base, you build up a team, you customize your team with all sorts of like weapons and modifications, and then you kind of lead them through the Chernobyl plant excursion zone. It says that they did 3D scan the whole entire excursion zone, at least the best they could, with drones and pictures. Seems like the developer wants to give you a real genuine experience of being in the Chernobyl power plant. So if you want to pick up this game right now, like I said, you can pick it up on PC, on Steam, in early access, and also on GOG.com. Seems like one of those older RPG, like PC gamer games. They say that there's like no linear plot. Your decisions are going to affect the game, you know, not right away, but down the road. Of course, you know, every game says that. I guess we'll see if that actually means anything. It does seem like they're trying to throw a lot of gameplay elements in. Hopefully it all comes together well. Like I said, Chernobyl Light is coming out of early access on July 28th for all consoles, so keep your eye out for that one. And the last game we have on the list here is the one I am really excited for, The Ascent. Developed by Neon Giant, coming out on Xbox platforms and PC on July 29th. This one was supposed to come out a while ago, but it is finally coming out now. And like I said, I couldn't be more excited. This is one of those twin stick shooters that looks amazing. The graphics and all the particle effects look great. Seems like they might be changing it up a little bit. You can actually aim both high and low, so you can actually shoot between like the enemies closer and further away from you instead of just hitting the guys up close. This will also act as a cover system. You can aim at the enemies, shoot them over the top of your cover like you can in Gears of War. So I think that's going to be a huge gameplay element that you can blind cover shoot. You can also fully customize your character with their appearance. You can augment all of their cyberware, because this is also a cyberpunk type inspired game. Hopefully it's better than the last cyberpunk type game we got. It has fully destructible environments, a fast travel system. It has an open world with essentially no loading screens, so it's going to take advantage of that new Xbox hard drive technology. But also this is an Xbox exclusive, well, also on PC, so you will not see it on PS5. And to top it all off, it has single player, local co-op, and online co-op with a maximum of 4 players, which is awesome that they brought back couch co-op, especially for these twin stick shooters. I should have a lot of fun playing this one with my family, with my wife and my kids. You know, these games are always just kind of fun, chaotic games that you can kind of just turn off your brain and have fun with. This game also was only made by 11 people, and I cannot believe that this game was only made by 11 people because it looks amazing. And also, that being said, it is not going to be a full price game. It's only going to be $30 on launch day. And also, if you have Xbox Game Pass, it will be on Xbox Game Pass day 1. So I hope you all keep an eye out for The Ascent, coming out July 29th, 2021. And that's it for the list of games coming out in July 2021. I want to thank you all for watching. You have no idea how much it means to me just you watching. Really, that is the best support you can give me, is just clicking on the video and giving it a watch. That being said, I do have to ask you to do the usual YouTube stuff, the like, subscribe, and share. That also does help out the channel. So until next time, this is Brian with Destructive Gaming. Take care.